Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is December 14th, 2018. And give a shout out to my man Electronic HQ for this song request. The Doc, the DOC. It's getting funky. It's getting funky. This is a classic right here, people. Thank you for that song request, and he is a new sub, so much love to you, and thank you for the support, my friend. What's good, people? Hope you guys are doing well. It's Friday. We're gonna get right into it, so you guys get on your way for this evening. So today we are going to be talking about this whole Bitcoin bombing scam going on right now. It's crazy because I had two friends. One hit me with the actual article. He was like, man, this is some more FUD. I'm like, yeah, probably. And then like literally 30 minutes later, my buddy who lives in North Carolina hit me with an email that he got from the building that he lives in, the loft that he lives in, and they were doing a mandatory evacuation because of the same thing. I guess they got hit with it as well. The Bitcoin bomb scam. Ah, man, here we go. We'll take a look at what's going on with that. Trying to put Bitcoin under a bad light again. So we'll look at this article. And then the second thing is an interesting one because I'd never even thought about this part of hedge funds. You know, I told you guys end of the year we would see a sell-off. One of the reasons for the sell-off would be hedge fund redemptions. So this article talks about why ICOs that hedge funds actually held may have to refund the money from the ICOs because they're not in compliance. So this article talks about 25% refund rates over non-compliance. At least this is what Pantera Capital, a crypto hedge fund, is saying. So that's an interesting twist. An aspect to this whole redemption theory that I had going into the end of this year. So we'll take a look at that as well. That's pretty interesting. I think that is a very valid point for sure. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the market cap. We are currently at, oh my God, 101. We're almost at that $100 billion marker. Bitcoin's dominance is at 55.25%. Not looking good. As I've stated before, anytime we see an uptick in the Bitcoin dominance, that means there is turmoil in the markets of cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is a flight to safety within the cryptocurrency space. So again, that is a very bearish sign when you see the Bitcoin dominance heading higher. So yeah, here we go. Just a sea of red, guys. A sea of red, and it's not looking good. For those that are just holding any of these coins right now. If you're on the sidelines, that's cool. You can at least accumulate more. If you're more savvy and you're short, well, you're having a blast right now. So yeah, it's not looking good. If we take a look at the charts right now, algorithm is short. So we're short. We've been short since 32.65 area. We had some back and forth going on here trying to figure out which way the markets wanted to go. But yeah, we ended up eventually settling with a short position, and once that trend line broke, guys, I told you, I think it was downhill from there, at least to roughly 3K. So we'll see what happens with that. But here we are sitting at roughly 31.60 at the time of recording. And yeah, we're short right now, so we're making some moolah. So I'll keep an eye on this for you guys and keep you updated. I think I'm going to actually do a live stream off the chain is what I call my live streams. I think I'm going to do one this weekend just to kind of do another one, since the last one was when we first started taking that tank lower, when we breached the 6,000. I think that was the area that we breached. But yeah, I'll let you guys know if I end up doing one this weekend. First article is out of Cointelegraph. Actually, both are from Cointelegraph today. U.S. government tells Bitcoin bomb scam victims to inform FBI and not pay ransom money. So we've got this Uni-Bomber Bitcoin looking guy here with a coffee and a and a walkie-talkie. Oh man, they're doing Bitcoin wrong here. A suspected scam which threatens to blow up buildings unless recipients pay a Bitcoin ransom caught the attention of the United States government on December 13th. That was yesterday. The scam, which centers on anonymous emails demanding payment of 20,000 in Bitcoin or face a mercenary detonating a device in your building has appeared throughout the world. Now, the U.S. National Cybersecurity and Communications Integration Center, never heard of this agency. Of course, there are just so many agencies, just useless agencies out here sucking up taxpayer dollars. But anyway, they opted to release dedicated advice to victims, advising the only action necessary on receipt of an email was to inform the FBI. The NCCIC is aware of a worldwide email campaign targeting businesses and organizations with bomb threats, it said. The emails claim that a device will detonate unless a ransom in Bitcoin is paid. Prior to the government acknowledgement, media sources had reported on the scheme, including cybersecurity publication and research outlet Krebs on Security, which published the full text of the email. It says here, my mercenary keeps the building under control. If he notices any unusual behavior or emergency, he will blow up the bomb. An excerpt read. The email goes on to say here, I can withdraw my mercenary if you pay. You pay me 20,000 in Bitcoin and the bomb will not explode, but don't try to cheat. I warn you that I will withdraw my mercenary only after 3 confirmations in blockchain. Well, evidently this person's English is not that great. Our article goes on to say here, multiple campaigns continue to target unwitting internet users both within and outside the cryptocurrency community. As Cointelegraph reported, 2018 has seen an almost 500% rise in the number of flagged hacking schemes known as cryptojacking, the process by which a device is commandeered to mine or steal cryptocurrencies. So yeah, there you have it. Do I think this is a campaign to spread bad light on Bitcoin? I don't know. I mean, it could be, but we probably will never have any solid evidence for that. But I would say if something like this, the best way to do that and collect money is to use a cryptocurrency. You know, there's no wiring of funds to bank accounts with people's names attached to them. So if they were to do something like this, the best method to do it is through cryptocurrency. So I don't know if this is a smear campaign. I don't think there was really any correlation to Bitcoin's price and this bomb threat. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought I would touch on that. Thought it was hilarious that this has happened yesterday. So anyway, second article is about Pantera Capital and a cryptocurrency hedge fund. It says here its portfolio could see 25% refund rates over non-compliance. And this is regarding ICOs that this hedge fund holds. It says blockchain and cryptocurrency focused investment firm and hedge fund Pantera Capital has warned that a quarter of its ICO projects could be found to violate the U.S. security laws. According to the company's most recent newsletter cited by a Bloomberg article on December 13th, the ongoing crackdown by U.S. regulators means many ICOs which have already felt the pinch from declining markets may have to repay investors. While we believe the vast majority of the projects in our portfolio should not be affected, approximately 25% of our fund's capital is invested in projects with liquid tokens that were sold to U.S. investors without using Regulation D or Regulation S. The publication quotes co-chief investment officer Dan Moorhead and Joey Krug as saying, if any of these projects are deemed to be securities, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission position could adversely affect them. Of these projects, about a third, approximately 10% of the portfolio, are live and functional, and while they could technically continue without further development, ending development would hinder their progress. Included in the likely victims is cannabis-focused ICO project Paragon, one of the 2 schemes the SEC ordered to repay millions of dollars in refunds and fines in November for breaching securities rules. Data has since confirmed the downward pressure regulators have had on the ICO industry, with the amount of funding accrued dropping significantly. Barry Silbert, founder of fellow investment giant Digital Currency Group, told CNBC earlier this month he considered the ICO market to be dead. He says you now have the lack of demand from ICOs, and then you have all the sponsors of ICOs who raise a bunch of Bitcoin and primarily ETH who are now starting to sell that, he explained. And yeah, this is again, I did not think about this, guys. but this is definitely one additional reason for selling pressure on the cryptocurrency markets, more in particular the ICOs. But that means to me, this one is unique in the fact that this type of tail risk can go into the next year. It doesn't have to stop at the fiscal end of 2018. So, I don't know, man. This is just one added bearish aspect that we have to take into consideration and just make sure we're aware of. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Hedge funds might start liquidating some of the ICOs that are in the eyes of the SEC. So just keep that in mind, guys, and let me know your thoughts about this. Do you think this will really affect the market going forward into 2019? Let me know your thoughts below. But that's pretty much it for today, guys. I want to give a shout out again to my new sub, Electronic HQ, for that song request. That's a classic one right there. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and that's my 2 Satoshis for December 14th, 2018. I'm out of here. Holla!